Viewers and subscribers, you're welcome back again. This is BVI Channel 1, where we tell you undiluted truth, and this is Social Media Boost, where we bring you the trending stories happening in Nigeria today. And two very outstanding ones that is giving the people a great concern is another attack on church crusade ground, where bandits came with their usual and now becoming a daily trend, attacking worship centers of Christians. Now, we also have the story of girls, 200 of them in Zamfara state, that were being married out by the Zamfara state government, I presume as an empowerment. We're going to look into that very briefly, and joining me to dialogue this issue, iron it out, is Bella. Bella is seated here with me. Bella, say hello. Are you okay?
Yes,
Is Nigeria weighing you down? Is Nigeria happening to you? Already. Now, let us get down to the business of the day. The attack on church crusade ground. Our driver, don't go away.
We came for a crusade here, live in our and live as I'm talking to you, you can see up in the village because we had somebody that was coming back from the farm. Just we came in for a crusade in this community today. Look at what it means. Up class, you can see, you can see the youth, everybody is on rest just for the sake of it right here in Nasarawa State. A serious opera in this community.
So that is what we had. And Bella, how do you react to this one?
The government decided to sponsor orphans.
No, not the one of we're talking about the Christians
Okay. The
that are being
genocide.
attacked.
Okay. All right. It's not a new thing that we are seeing now. It's very unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate to see these things unfold in recent times. I really it's very very sad to talk about like somebody being killed because of what they believe in. It's actually sad, and the government is negotiating with these people, and at the end of the day, after the negotiation, they still come and abduct people again. I thought after releasing the 38 people from the CAC church, the abduction will stop. But from the look of things, it's not stopping. And it's terror. It's terrorizing for anybody to see this thing. For me, it's talking about it. It's terrorizing for me too, because anything can happen, you know.
You going to church now,
Going to church because
especially in that part of Nigeria.
Soon it will be Christmas and people will be in church, and Christians are always in church Wednesdays, Mondays, Saturdays, Sundays, and you see this kind of thing. People come in their weakest time, in their vulnerable time, to be taken and call one number like that 100 million and say it's the ransom. It's really sickening and sad.
So when do you think that Nigeria is going to come out of this mess? I can go Kwara State. I heard that more kidnappings are happening there. As if to say this is just the government have no solution to this whole thing. It's getting out of hand.
It's getting out of hand. It started like play.
So you not to get the church now?
Yeah, of course. Because
now I need when I eat they go cannot.
Of course.
Why?
Because the government obviously are not doing anything. So why won't people be afraid? Are you not afraid that I walk over at any time? No, let me ask, are you not in any way scared that if these people should move down, because we see the numbers and the kind of ammunition they are using?
Oh, they are treasures. In fact, I'm one of my Nigerian security personnel about that kind of ammunition. The way, who is it? Anyway, nobody is asking again who is the sponsor, who is arming them, who is this. You know, all of these things borders around resource. I don't really see it much from the perspective. At some point, you can consider it a religious war. Okay? A religious war to conquer and to subject. Then on another side is also a political war too. And that's part of the things these guys, you know, they merge these two together, political and religion. So these two goes hand in hand for them. So I was putting Christians in such fear in Nigeria have really shown that Nigeria is a disgrace country. With Trump for them.
Is a country of a particular concern?
God, go old sentence. Okay. The new one.
No.
That's Nigeria is a disgrace. Is a disgrace and a disgrace. Goes to 18 years. That's Nigeria is a disgrace of a country. That's an country. That's what country is all about. Nigeria is a disgrace. Because if you look at what is happening in Nigeria, I've told people that it is only in Nigeria that you see things that happen in Nigeria and people act as if to say it is
nothing is happening.
People have adjusted to bad governance to the point that nothing bothers them anymore. Things that are highly traumatizing to other people, things that are unthinkable to other places. If you hear it happen in Nigeria, when Nigeria can see now,
monkey, millions of monkeys.
I thought it's snake. That swallowed.
You know this. You
know, so it's only in Nigeria we see this kind of story. The other time, in the UK, Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. Now, we are now becoming a disgraced country.
I'm ashamed, you know, in the international world, you know, it's embarrassing to say you're Nigerian, given what is happening. You know, the news. Nigeria is always on the news for the wrong reason.
Do you think that Nigeria should be recolonized? Because in the man has said, Trump, come. Even PDP chairman was begging Trump to come, not only to help Christians, but also to help Nigerian democracy, to save it. Perhaps you invariably calling for another colonization. Come and colonize Nigeria. He subscribed to that we should come and colonize us again.
At this point, hi Lord.
Oh dear. It's a terrible situation. I'm going to jump on to the next one, which is very, very crucial. That is the story of 200 girls. Today, we woke up to see a different kind of empowerment by Zamfara state government. I think that is the wife of the governor that was conducting that proceeding. I want you to take a look at that video because that is what is trending. I'll be right back. Don't go away.
The wife of Zamfara State Governor Hurera Lawan, who is the ambassador of Zakat and Endowment Board, described the initiative as collective commitment to supporting the state's most vulnerable families. She emphasized that supporting newly married orphans with household items, settling their debts, and providing business startup opportunities will help them make sound financial decisions and open pathways for personal and economic growth.
This occasion highlights our collective commitment to supporting the most vulnerable in our communities, widows, orphans, needy families, and all those who require assistance to live with dignity. Under the administration of His Excellency, Governor Dauda Lawal, our state continues to prioritize the welfare programs that uplift our people and reduce hardship.
We married out 200 couples, 100 women and 100 men. So this one is part of the efforts and what the executive governor of Zamfara State, Dauda Lawal, is insisting, and that is why he is calling his government government of rescue, so that we can reduce the poverty in the state.
The ceremony concluded with presentations of household furniture to the newly wedded couples as beneficiaries, expressed appreciation to the Governor Dauda Lawan for continued support towards vulnerable groups across the state. Damina Yusuf, AIT News, Gusau, Zamfara State Capital.
All right, that is it. That is what we saw happen in Zamfara State. How do you react to see victims of banditry? Because they say they are orphans. So as a result of most likely terrorism and banditry, have rendered those girls orphans. And now they are now being married off with some of the palliative they give them in support.
It's really sickening to see the government sponsor this kind of things rather than thinking about the future, because these people will marry, of course, and give birth to another generation of
poverty recycled or stricken people.
They're
not thinking about empowering these girls through education.
It's not today that we start seeing that these people, they marry 300 people to 200 people. Now this is 200 persons
married to who?
Married. Exactly, married to who? In the north, they don't talk about, if you don't have 5 million, don't call my number. You get
they'll procreate another set of almajiris.
The cycle continues.
The poverty, the uneducation, there's illiteracy.
They don't think about the future. How do we change the narrative? How do we change this cycle? Because check you go the
another set of bandits. Because that is what they begat. Because all of these banditry are produce of or products of
you can hear the other man saying that they have collect a ransom. They don't live a luxury lifestyle. So what does it profit a man to gain the whole world? And
in this case,
the painful thing is, this is what we are talking about. This is why can't these people come together and think of something realistic and tangible to do for the future of the girls, of the people, even the guys, even the girls? Education. I don't know who said that. A wise person once said that if you educate the other one, those other ones that you don't educate will tend to come for the ones that are educated. And that's what's happening right now. Given that these people will give birth to another set of people, they will not continue. When is it going to stop? When will these people come up with something meaningful for the citizens? Because at the end of the day, Nigeria is our country.
No, their country, not my own. No.
You get?
No, I don't believe in this kind of country. I can't believe in this kind of country where things are done upside down. How can the government marry off children?
How will they
marry
be
off
eating?
girls?
How will they be eating daily?
No. They're giving them the empowerment.
This empowerment we are talking about
is a terrible situation.
This empowerment, organize a 3 square meal every day.
They are not thinking about it. They are trying to produce another cycle of poverty-stricken people that are readily available for their political and dubious intentions. Now when you look at the North had been in control of Nigerian resources and assets through political power control. But yet, it is not reflecting in the human development of their people. One, they don't want to educate their people. I keep saying it in Nigeria. Both North, East, West, and South. Nigerian government and political class, their agenda is to keep the people poor and hungry and illiterate.
Bring the money that
so they do this intentionally. But the East, for instance, is resilient. So individuals don't think about government. To them, government doesn't exist. So they strive to survive on their own and provide for themselves, educate their people, feed and struggle. But in these people's lifestyle, they built a life of nomadic lifestyle, a life of nonchalance, a life of irresponsibility. They depend solely on government or handouts from their elites, their alhajis and the rest of them. So to them, just procreate and give plastic plates to these children to go on the street and hustle for food. They end up in Almajiri schools. They end up on the street and readily available recruits, food soldiers for these bandits. Remember, in one of the states, I think in Sokoto, bandits, the governor of Zamfara state, this very state governor, said that in one of their interviews on Arise television, that they know where these bandits are living. So that means the bandits are living among them, they know them. So in one of the states, I think Sokoto, bandits went and kidnapped some people.
And those people went and
kidnapped the families of the bandits.
You can imagine.
So it has gotten to this point, but they know them. So now, these are the people who are produce or products of this kind of early marriage for children, who are also products of banditry, products of terrorism and violence. Because they say they are uppers. They don't kill their papa, they don't kill their mama. The male aspect, they've all been recruited into their ramageries. So they are not thinking about the males. So the males are already out there. So what will they do with the females? They will not eat them. They marry them off, perhaps to potential and advanced bandits. No, tell me who is going to marry, who are they marrying these people off to? They are not giving them some things they call palliative, something that they can sustain with. What arrant nonsense is this? Then they will now produce another cycle of Almajiris, who are also at the beck and call of them. So this is Nigeria for you. And somebody will say it's a country. Nigeria is a country. It's a country. Now a cow. Because even animals live better life. Why go to when people call Nigeria a zoo? The thing gets me angry.
Why are you angry when it's referred to a zoo?
If Nigeria is a zoo, it would have been far better for Nigerians.
Hey, God.
If Nigeria were to be a zoo, it would have been far better for Nigerians. Nigeria is an animal kingdom, a jungle. In my animal jungle, you know one way difference between animals you find in the wild and animals in the zoo. Animals in the zoos are taken care of. You don't just go into the zoo and start killing animals. They are well fed. When they are sick, they are treated. These are animals in the zoo. The zookeepers take care of them. Are your Nigerian leaders taking care of Nigerians? Are you calling embarrassing animals in the zoo by calling Nigerians a zoo? You are embarrassing the animals in the zoo. Nigeria is an animal kingdom.
You forget to mention that now because that those people know that the government are not coming. They had to fight for themselves by taking the parents of those people, the families of
people.
It's
a normal thing. If I don't give people should be given accolade.
Hey!
So
exactly.
Of course.
Because they had to think out of the box.
No, get kidnapped, bro. Because they are living among them.
And the boys will be wanting to be them because at a point.
How do you go and kidnap my parents and my brothers and my siblings, my family, and keep them in the bush? How do I kidnap your own parents and keep them also in the bush?
You see them.
Then all of us will start paying ransom to each other.
Style.
That is madness we have in Nigeria.
Hey.
And somebody is calling Nigeria a zoo. No! Nigeria is an animal jungle. The rule that apply in Nigeria is eat or get eaten. That is animal rule. That is the rule of the jungle. And that is what we have in Nigeria. Eat or get eaten. So, it's an unfortunate situation. But ultimately, we are making this video not to mock Nigeria, but to reaffirm our position that you Nigerians will continue being victims of Nigeria.
And they say Nigeria is the giant of Africa.
Who's giant? Giant in corruption and impunity. Giant in everything bad. Giant in every unthinkable taste that is unimaginable.
Hey.
They say now I will tell this thing. They say now I won't.
It is. I don't know how to feel. I feel like when we see these things play out every day, it feels heartbreaking. Not only is it heartbreaking, it shows that there is no future for the country.
It's a terrible situation.
There is no future for the young people, for the young ones that are coming. There is no future because you see somebody come. you go through the hard graduation school, and at the end of the day, nothing. And you, after all this, you start seeing this thing every day. We see one thing or the other. This, for the past how many weeks? They've been saying this thing over time, over the years, that look at what is happening in the north. Look, but now, koro onye ọbụla na-afụzi ya. Ọbụzi hearsay. Ọbụzi hearsay. Whenever you go to the news to hear about Nigeria, it's full of corruption, it's full of impunity, it's full of all the negative things. You'll be so heartbroken that you feel that, is this how other people in other countries live? These politicians, they take this money outside Nigeria so much that you are investing in another person's economy. Yes, Nigeria is not the only country that practice multiple religion, but you see other countries like Saudi Arabia, you see Kuwait, you see United Arab Emirates, you see how beautiful
those places are. Islam
is it different
from the one of the Nigerian or the African own?
Is it different?
It's a terrible thing.
That in 2025 now,
on the
other news,
the other one we have exhausted it. In fact, we were going to talk about the other ones on all of our other programs, even the social aspect of it. We are going to discuss that later. But on these two, that is where we draw the curtain, because that Qatar Nigeria. I'm telling you. So my people, that is where we draw the curtain for today. We just bring you the updates. Let us know your own opinion on the comment section and help us share this video for more sensitization. I'm also Student Peters, and we'll have Bella here with me, and we'll continue in this very conversation and this very live updates, so that people will be up to date with what is happening in this country. I'm signing out now. Stay blessed and stay safe till I come your way again. Bye-bye for now.
Okay. I need this.